Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grease the Polls for the final time in 2022. As always, I'm Cole Thompson. I'm joined by the one and only Cahtah. Cahtah, tough weekend. Hope you had a great Christmas. But how you doing?
The Eagles fucking ruined Christmas.
I wouldn't say ruined, but
Ruined.
it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as planned. It's just simple as that. It didn't go as planned. Let's start talking with it right now. Before, I want to say one thing. This is what I saw after the game. This is how I look at the game in general. The Eagles would have won if they had Jalen Hurts, but they did not lose because they didn't have Jalen Hurts. If that makes sense. They lost the game because they couldn't make stops on third down, especially on third and longs. They turned the ball over too much. But if they would have had Jalen Hurts, I do think they would have won. But in this, you can look at it as if they had Jalen Hurts, they win. But in the same sense, they didn't lose because they didn't have Jalen Hurts. I think that's a fair statement to make.
Because they're fucking dumb.
They lost because they turned the ball over too much. And I know Minshew had 3 turnovers, but he did not play that bad. That game was not on Minshew. You cannot let up 3rd and 30s to 90-year-old T.Y. Hilton. That cannot be a thing. That cannot be a thing. That cannot be a thing that happens in the fourth quarter against your biggest rival.
Well, what blew that game wasn't the 3rd and 30. It was the play before that. Fucking Linval Joseph let the ball get fucking snagged away from him. He picks up that fumble, the game's over. That game's on Linval Joseph, and they should have cut him. He sucks.
I wouldn't say it was
95 years old, and he sucks.
Game was not on anybody specific. There was no specific one person to blame for that game. The Eagles ran weird defensive coverages on third down. They got burnt on the 3rd and 30. They didn't pick up a loose fumble. They fumbled twice. They threw 2 interceptions. And that second one wasn't even on Gardner Minshew. It was on Quez Watkins because he has the arm.
The first one was too. Fucking first one was too.
It was a little bit more.
It was just a whole shit show all around. You got Jonathan Gannon just playing zone defense the whole fucking time. You can't tell me you don't have an analytics department seeing that they're fucking going down the field 24 for 24 against the zone defense, and all you do is keep playing in the zone. Well, let's sit back. Let's let 95-year-old T.Y. Hilton run right the fuck past us. You got fucking Darius Slay not knowing what the fuck to do. Reed Blankenship not knowing what the fuck to do. CeeDee Lamb's running all over the damn field because you won't fucking cover him. It's awful.
Jalen Hurts being out was a big injury, but you also lost Lane Johnson during that game. You lost A.J. Brown for a little bit. You lost Devontae Maddox, who is the best nickel cornerback in the entire NFL. You don't have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who still leads the league in interceptions. It was a method for disaster, and the Eagles still should have won that game. They still should have won that game. They did not lose that game because they were injured. They would have won if they were healthy. I guarantee it. If they would have had Devontae Maddox, they win. If they would have had Lane Johnson the whole game, they probably win. Because that fumble that Miles Sanders had was right. I'm pretty sure it was right on Lane Johnson, where Lane Johnson would have been playing.
No, Miles Sanders needs to learn how to go down and stop running backwards. But fuck him. Trash.
Yes, if Jalen Hurts would have played, the Eagles win that game. But they did not lose that game because they did not have Jalen Hurts. And you know what? I don't see a lot of people. Here's the difference. When the Eagles beat the Cowboys, all I saw was, Dak Prescott, not having Dak Prescott's the reason that they lost. I don't see that many people saying the Eagles lost because they didn't have Jalen Hurts. I see people saying they would have won if they had him, but they can go together. You can lose a game and because of other reasons, but still look at it as you would have won if you had Jalen Hurts. You're MVP caliber player. You're MVP caliber quarterback. Your best runner. You lost a whole layer of your offense because you didn't have Jalen Hurts.
The Eagles didn't lose to the Cowboys. The Eagles lost to the Eagles in that game.
Yes.
The Eagles beat themselves.
Eagles, yes.
And that's the Eagles' biggest challenge going into the playoffs.
It's
People always ask, what team worries you the most?
The 49ers and the Eagles.
No, the 49ers don't worry me. I know the Eagles play the brand of football that they know how to play, where they don't turn over the football and run down their throats and throw to A.J. Brown. They will beat anybody in the NFL. But if you start to turn over the ball, get laxed on defense, do the typical Jonathan Gannon bullshit, you're going to lose. It's that simple. If they play like they did against the Cowboys in the first round, they're going to lose to any single team.
So The name of this episode is Are the Eagles in Trouble? And to answer that question, they are in trouble, but not serious trouble, in my opinion. Their season is not over. They can easily turn it around, but if the way they looked and a lot of the errors they made in that game are signs of trouble. That's the scary part. There are signs of trouble, but they're not in trouble. It's like, you got caught going down when you were like 10 years old. You got caught taking an extra candy at night or something, that type of trouble. They're not. You got caught with a vape in school. You got caught smoking weed by your parents. You got caught sneaking out kind of trouble. Not that kind of trouble. They are in, you got caught sneaking candy in your room. You got caught having, a drink in your bedroom when you weren't supposed to kind of trouble.
Yeah, you know all about that, Cole.
What?
Getting caught.
No, never once. I don't smoke or vape, so that explains that. I'm just using those as examples.
Okay, whatever you say, Cole. Cole's got alcohol in there right now.
No, there's water.
Looks like vodka to me.
It's not, friend.
Yet. We lose to the Saints, it damn sure will be.
Well, I won't even hide it at that point, but yeah, if they lose, now that's what we go into. What happens if we lose the Saints?
Oh, it's over. The season's over.
If the Eagles lose to the Saints, I will be shown. I do agree. I think the season could end because if they lose to the Saints, I don't think they get the 1 seed. I don't think they do.
No, they're going to lose because they're going to lose to the Giants.
I do think. Listen, before the season, I said the Eagles were going to go 14-3. I said that they were going to lose. I said they were going to lose either I think I said the Packers. I think that was my first loss for them, was the Packers. And then I said the Cowboys the second time and the Giants. Those were the 3 games I had them losing. Everybody knows I've been about spot on with this season. So they have to take care of business and beat the Saints. Because if they don't, they're going to drop to 13-4. And I'm going to be wrong, first off. And second off, they're going to lose the 1 seed. And then they're going to have to travel to Tampa Bay again. And we saw they won last year. I know we're better than last year, and Tampa Bay's not as good as last year, but I don't like the idea of Tom Brady's house in the playoffs. I don't.
Yep.
Maybe it might work out because we might get to play the Panthers.
Is it Tom's house or is it Giselle's?
Oh, it's Tom's now. Giselle got the step in, bro.
She got the bag though.
Oh, okay. Let's look at this for a second. Giselle makes more money than Tom Brady. Giselle was the breadwinner.
And Giselle's going to take half the shit Brady's got too.
I don't want to get in the analytics of another man's divorce. I don't think that's right. This is just like I don't care.
Fuck Tom Brady. I'll get in his fucking shit.
But speaking of which, but either way, you don't want to go into Tom Brady's house in the playoffs.
Wow.
You're talking about the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't care if he's 50 years old. You just saw what he did to us last year at his place. I don't want to do that again.
I'm with you.
I would much rather – here's what I look at it. I would much rather beat the Saints and, get the wild card round off and then have, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Lions, even the Packers, the Commanders come to our place.
I'd love to see Carson Wentz back in Philly for a playoff game.
Oh my God, please make it happen. We did not get him in Philly for the regular season game, and I said this, if Carson Wentz would have played that game, the Eagles would have beat him by 50. Please let Carson Wentz come back to Philly.
Quez Watkins still might have fumbled.
What?
Quez Watkins still would have fumbled. Quez Watkins has lost the Eagles 2 football games now this year.
And listen, Quez Watkins is the wide receiver 3, and for the most part, he's pretty solid at what he does. But he needs to find a way. I saw him get literally muscled off of a football, and I'm not saying I would do better. They would kill me. But there's a reason I'm behind the mic sitting here in my parents' basement pissed off about the Eagles, and I'm not in the NFL field. I don't get paid to play football.
Yeah, I don't get. Well, it's a shame because after this week, it's not going to be Carson Wentz in Washington. It's going to be Lamar Jackson.
All right, Lamar Jackson's not leaving Baltimore, but
Lamar Jackson's going to Washington.
Well, how about this? We'll talk about that in our off season.
Well, it's pretty much off season at this point. The Eagles season's over. It's all over.
Well, let's we know the playoffs are coming up, so let's look and let's be brutally honest about it. Let's not sit here and be, how we feel about it, but
Philadelphia.
Let's look at the playoffs.
Yo, TikTok, we're live on my YouTube, Cahtah Media. Come on by if you want. We're breaking down the playoff chances for all the teams right now. It's all over.
Listen, I love the spread for the Titans tonight, plus 13.5.
Dallas is going to absolutely kill them.
Dallas is going to win, but they're not going to beat them by more than 13.
Dallas is going to win by 30.
No, because Dallas is going to be up like 15-16, and then Titans are going to score a garbage time touchdown. We all know that's how it happens. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to win, though. There's no way the Cowboys lose tonight. Cowboys have so much to play for, and the Titans are focused on next week. Next up, a game that literally 0 people are going to watch. Literally 0. I might actually glimpse an eye just to see Trace McSorley. Cardinals, Falcons. I'm rolling with Trace McSorley. Are you cool if we roll with Trace McSorley?
Sure. Why not?
Even though
it's a shit show anyway. I don't really give a shit.
Bears, Lions. This is interesting. Because I think the Bears keep this close. But I think the Bears are going to want that number 1 overall pick, and they know they have a chance. And I think
Is this a Lions choke game?
It could be. I think the Bears keep it close. I think the Bears cover the 6.5, but I'm going to go with the Lions. Are you cool with the Lions? Cool if we go with the Lions?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with it.
Jaguars. This is another game where I think the Jaguars.
We called that. Hold on. Can we say how fucking right we were?
Oh my God, absolutely. Everything to the T, baby. And the Texans beat the Titans. And that's exactly what I was thinking about. We should have clipped it. Why didn't we clip it? We got to clip that after this. When we were like, yeah, this is a trap game. This is where the Texans come through and get their win. And you know what? Looking at this game, I'm a little nervous about this game for the Jaguars. Because I think the Jaguars are so focused on next week, and they know this is so irrelevant. Because from looking at it from a betting standpoint, the Texans plus 4.5 is the play. But I think the Jaguars squeak it out. I do. I really, really do think the Jaguars squeak it out.
Yeah, they should. They're a better team.
I think they squeak it out, but I think it's close. The Texans, they play close football games. They play tight games, and I think they keep it close. I really do. They're going to give old Dougie a heart attack. Oh my God, yeah. And listen, the Jaguars, they don't really blow teams out for the most part. That's not their style. So give me the Jaguars in a close one, but I love the Texans plus 4.5. This is a game where I'm not going to touch with a 10-foot pole because I don't like taking double-digit dogs to cover, or I don't like taking double-digit dogs on the road, especially this Broncos team. I don't like taking the Broncos at all. They screwed me over too much. I think obviously the Chiefs win, but I'm talking about from a spread standpoint. And 12.5 is too much to lay on it for a favorite. I'm never going to bet on a team in the NFL when they are minus double digits.
Especially when it gets cold out like this.
Yes. And you know what? The Chiefs know that, they got bigger things to focus on. I know they still have a shot to get the 1 seed. But no. Give me the Chiefs to win.
Ooh, that gives them the 1 seed.
Temporarily, because the Bills didn't play. Because the Bills didn't play.
But that's not a slam dunk down there either.
No, we'll get to that, though. Patriots, Dolphins, this is interesting. Because whoever loses is basically done. They have no shot. They basically have 0 shot to make the playoffs. If Tua is playing, I say the Dolphins win. I am not touching this game from a betting standpoint. You will not see me bet the -3 or the +3. I think there's going to be a dogfight, but I do think the Patriots find a way to win. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that they've lost 2 games in really, really weird ways. A lot of things could have gone their way. A lot of things could have gone differently, whether it was calls or plays. It's been back and forth. We saw probably the worst play in NFL history that they ran 2 weeks ago against the Raiders, and they should have won. But they didn't. Give me the Patriots in a nail-biter. I think they get that win. They want to keep those playoff hopes alive. I think the Dolphins are gassed, man. I think the Dolphins are done. I think, especially with Tua out, the Dolphins just
they don't got it. They're done.
They're dead. They're dead. I really hope some Dolphins, and if the Dolphins make the playoffs, I really hope some TikTok kid who makes TikTok edits makes fun of us for it. I would love that, but I think
they're going to.
And, rightfully so, because we're calling their team dead. Giants, Colts. I mean, the Giants are going to blow the doors off them. The Colts suck. As much as
I don't know about that one.
Oh, my God, dude.
Nick Foles in MetLife?
Yes,
Ooh.
but Nick Foles in MetLife with a real football team around him. The Colts
I
suck.
don't know.
They
So do the
suck.
Giants.
The Giants don't suck nearly as bad. The Giants are going to, because they're going to play.
I think this is the game Mickey Six steals.
You want to roll with the Colts? I'll roll with the Colts if you want to.
I'm rolling the Colts.
We'll go Colts. All right, Eagles, Saints. Listen, we have to look at this from a realistic standpoint.
Actually, from a realistic standpoint, we want the Giants to win that game.
Why?
Because the Giants lock up a playoff spot if they win. So that last game of the season doesn't mean shit for them if the Eagles lose.
This is who you think wins. Who do you think honestly wins, Giants or Colts?
Colts.
Okay, then we'll roll with the Colts. I'll let you have that one because I'm having this one. The Eagles are going to beat the Saints on Sunday.
Okay.
In Philly.
I disagree, but you can.
In Philly, they're not losing. You got to realize
they already lost once in Philly.
Dog, listen. The Cowboys are a very, very good football team. You lost on the road by 6 points. You put up 34 with your backup quarterback.
Commanders in Philly too.
The Saints suck. They're terrible. There is zero chance they win on Sunday. Zero chance the Saints beat the Eagles on Sunday. Zero.
The Cowboys are winning the division.
You're good. Let's make a deal.
No,
my
TikTok comments say that the Cowboys are winning the division. So everybody in my TikTok comments are 100% right, as always.
Listen, I will make you a deal. I will make you a deal. You can clip this after. If the Saints beat the Eagles on Sunday, post this to your TikTok. And whatever the top comment says, within reason, I'm not dropping a ton of money. I'm not going to get myself arrested. I'm not going to do anything over the top stupid. I will do whatever the top comment says within reason, within human decency reason. I'm not going to mess with anybody else. It has to affect me and me only. It can't be anything that's going to cause long-term harm to my life or my future. But within reason, I'll do what the top comment says if the Eagles lose the Saints on Sunday. I'm not
cinnamon challenge.
I'll do something like that. I don't know. I'll get shot with a paintball gun. I don't know.
The Cowboys are winning the division, so that's all that matters because everybody. Everybody in my TikTok comments say that the Cowboys are winning, so the Cowboys are winning. Okay.
Yeah. Well, TikTok comments said the Eagles.
I don't know. They tell me I don't know football, so I don't know football, and I have to listen to all
don't know ball. Cahtah don't know ball. Panthers,
Bucks.
Listen, this is going to be very interesting because if it was not Tom Brady, I would pick the Panthers to win this game. But there is just something that tells me that if Tom Brady not only wins this game, but wins one playoff game, the Bucks are very well going to be back in that Super Bowl. And I am nervous. They still scare me. There is so much talent on that team, and they still have the GOAT. I think the Bucks win. Are you cool if we ride with the Bucks? We picking the Bucks?
Yeah, I got the Bucks or the Panthers easily.
Bucks. Now we head in. Commanders taking on the Browns.
Oh man, the battle of two shit franchises with multiple allegations against them.
Yeah, this is literally
the allegation bowl.
Two worst franchises ever, two worst humans ever involved in this game, and Deshaun Watson and Dan Snyder. I would be nervous.
They would make a great team together.
But I do think the Commanders narrowly sneak this game out.
Yeah. The Commanders are a better team than the Browns are at this point.
By the skin of their teeth, the Commanders squeak this game out. And that Graham Gano missed field goal might be the reason why the Commanders sneak into the playoffs. 49ers take on the Raiders. I am not picking Jarrett Stidham. Josh Jacobs is going to get 0 yards. Bench him in fantasy. Yeah. Zero chance the Raiders win this game. Seahawks, Jets. Loser.
Brock Purdy's him. Brock Purdy's better than Jalen Hurts.
Seahawks, Jets. I'm going to roll with the Hawks for one reason only. I think the Hawks still have a little bit to play for. I don't think the Jets do. But they do. The Jets are still alive. It's tough. I mean, Mike White can get the Loser has 0. Loser is actually eliminated. So this is a huge game for both teams.
The shitter bowl.
I lean the Hawks. I don't know about you. Who do you lean?
I trust Geno Smith. It sounds weird to say, but I trust Geno Smith.
Give me the Hawks. Packers, Vikings. I've been eyeing this game up for weeks.
It's A-Rod season. It's A-Rod season.
You know what? And we can go back and watch our show a few weeks ago. You clowned me when I said, don't be surprised that the Packers find a way to sneak into the playoffs. I genuinely believe if the Commanders lose one of their last two, the Packers are going to be in the postseason.
It's A-Rod season.
Give me the Packers. Chargers, Rams. Another pretty meaningless game. Chargers win, though.
Who fucking cares?
Ravens, Steelers. I am going to take the Steelers.
Really? Well, yeah, I guess Lamar's still out.
No Lamar.
Lamar's still out.
The Steelers are playing
Pickett's starting to get a little bit of a groove.
Yeah, I think if they keep – this is what I've always said about Kenny Pickett. I'm very low on Kenny Pickett. But if the defense plays well and you give him a chance to put together one game-winning drive, he's going to do it like we saw on Christmas Eve. I think the Steelers win, man.
Is a budget Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think the Steelers win, and now they're in that position where, they might get that winning season. They might get that winning season and keep the streak alive.
Yeah.
Now we go Bills-Bengals, game of the week. Probably the best primetime game we've had all season. Probably going to end up being one of the best games we've had all season. So much on the line. Let's just look real quick. If the Bengals win, the Bengals move to 2. Bills drop 3. The Bills win. Bengals stay at 3. Bills go up to 1. If they tie, Chiefs go up to 1. Bills go to 2. Bengals move to 3. Cahtah, what are you saying? I know we talked about it. We completely agreed on it last time. Do we still have the same agreement?
I'm almost feeling a tie at this point.
I think you were spot on with what you said last time. I think the Bengals get them in the playoffs. I don't think they get them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think the Bengals do get them in the playoffs.
I think Josh Allen gets that win. I think the Bengals get them in the playoffs. I don't think they get them in the regular season.
Don't be surprised if there's a tie.
No, yeah, don't be surprised if the Bengals win either. I'm not saying the Bengals can't win. There's no way. I would bet on it just because it's going to be a good chance to win, some solid bankroll because the lines are going to be so tight. But from a standpoint, it's going to be a great game. And if the Bengals win, I would not be shocked. Give me the Bills, though, in a very, very close one. Switching over.
TikTok, we're live on my YouTube. If you guys want to come on in, Cahtah Media. We're breaking down some playoff matchups right now.
Switching over, Week 18, Bucks Falcons. Bucks. This game's gonna be pretty meaningless because whoever wins between the Panthers and the Bucks this weekend will win the division. Bills, Patriots. This is where I think the Patriots lose their chance to make the postseason. This is where I think it happens. I think the Bills sneak it out. I do.
Yeah, the Bills need that one seed.
This game will be meaningless at this point. I think the Vikings win. I don't think the Bears care that much. I think they want that wild card.
Really? I think the Bears win a meaningless game just to fuck over the draft position.
So you think go with the Bears?
I'm going with the Bears because that's a Bears thing to do.
All right. Panthers, Saints. I am going to roll with the Panthers. Think they're a better team. I think they're, even if they would lose, they at that point they would be out of the playoff hunt. But I just think that they're actually have a lot of solid pieces in place. Give me the Panthers, Giants, Eagles. The Giants are going to win this game, especially with the way everything would be lined up. Eagles would have already clinched the number 1 seed and home field advantage. The Giants would need to win, I think, to clinch a playoff spot. Let me check.
Yeah.
What would happen?
No. I think they clinch. Maybe.
No,
they clinch for the win this week.
No, yeah.
Oh no, because we had the Colts winning. Winning.
I think the Giants win. They're playing for something the Eagles wouldn't be at this point. Give me the Giants. We'll switch over now. Commanders, Cowboys. This is going to be insane because if the Commanders win, they're in. Let's say, let's put it this way: Seahawks beat the Rams just for the sake of all this. Just for the sake of this scenario, Seahawks beat the Rams. Cowboys win, Packers win.
Ooh.
Packers are in. Cowboys win, Lions win, Seahawks are in. The Rams win, Lions are in. The Lions need the Seahawks to drop a game. All right, let's start off. Let's just get it out of the way. Who wins, Packers or Lions? It's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it's A-Rod. Sorry, Lions. Not happening.
Seahawks do beat the Rams. I think Baker plays well. He's played decent. I think he's going to get a job to be a backup and a very good backup at that. But now it comes down to this game. Do the Commanders have the juice to get one more win, 2 more wins, and secure their playoff spot?
They do, because I think Dallas is resting their starters.
You think the Commanders get in, the whole NFC East gets in?
Yeah.
All right. So you think Aaron Rodgers misses out on the playoffs by a half game?
Because of the Commanders, yes.
Let's get over some of these meaningless games. 49ers win, Chiefs win, Chargers win. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the meaningful games. 9, including this one. But so we'll start Bengals Ravens for the division title. Joe Burrow is going to win the division. We all know it's going to happen.
Yes.
Lamar won't play a ton if he does. You can tell they're
if he's even going to play.
They're kind of riding the season. They need him back desperately, though. They need him fully healthy. Give me the Bengals. Because these teams will probably see each other in the first round anyway.
Yeah.
Colts, Texans, who cares? Nick Foles, masterclass.
Yes, absolutely. Against the Texans, always.
So now we'll go Steelers, Browns. Does Mike Tomlin get that winning season, or do you think Deshaun Watson puts on one masterclass before the season's over, one great game, and the Steelers lose their winning record? Because at this point, that would mean the Steelers would have won like 4 in a row at that point.
I think Watson just rubs one out here. I mean, pulls one out here.
Oh, my God. All right. And now it comes down. Dolphins win, they'd be in. Jets win, the Patriots would be in. Who wins this game? A tie. A tie, the Dolphins are in.
I think Tua is back by then.
I think the Dolphins squeak it out. I think the Dolphins can't miss the playoffs this year. I don't think they can miss the playoffs this year. I don't think they will allow themselves to miss the playoffs. Give me the Fins. And now, Cahtah, we know who we're picking. Dougie P and Trevor Lawrence.
I've been Trevor Lawrence guy all fucking year. We're going with Trevor Lawrence all fucking year.
With the winning record, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Tennessee Titans. This is how the playoffs matchup look like. The 1 seed in the AFC are the Bills. We'll see the 2 seed Chiefs host the 7 seed Dolphins. 3 seed Bengals host the 6 seed Ravens. 4 seed Jaguars host the 5 seed Chargers. In the NFC, the 1 seed our Philadelphia Eagles. We will see the 2 seed 49ers host the 7 seed Commanders. 3 seed Vikings host the 6 seed Giants. And the 4 seed Bucks host the 5 seed Cowboys. Now, let's hear it. We'll start off AFC, Chiefs, Dolphins. The Chiefs and why?
Because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Give me the Chiefs. Next up, Bengals, Ravens. I think the Ravens keep it close. I really do. And I would love to see Lamar get that playoff win. But I think he's going to come out rusty. And I think the Bengals are just more talented. I just think the Bengals are just better.
Yeah. I agree.
And then we run in Chargers, the 5 seed, hosting or traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars.
You know who I'm picking, baby.
Trevor Lawrence.
It's T-Law season.
I don't think they have the steam. I just think the Chargers are a lot better than people think. Give me the Chargers. But you roll with T-Law. All right. Next up,
T-Law.
49ers, Commanders. 49ers are going to mud stomp them. Give me the Niners.
Nah. Carson Wentz has got this.
No. Don't even do that. Are you being serious right now?
Carson Wentz is going to be up by 3 points in the first half, and he's going to get a concussion, and it's going to be all over for him.
Yeah, it's over. Vikings host the Giants. Very close game. We just saw how close this game is this time. I really want to say the Giants get them this time. I really do.
I think they do. I think
the Giants win.
I don't trust the Giants players. I trust Dable.
Yep, completely agree. Bucks, Cowboys. Dude.
Let's go, Tom, baby. Tom's got it. Tom's got it.
And we head over to the divisional rounds. We'll start off. You have Jaguars, Bills. I have Chargers, Bills. I really want to get Justin Herbert here, but I just think the Bills are that good.
Yeah. Either way, Josh Allen's advancing.
Yeah. We'll head over. We'll save that game because I want to talk about that game a decent amount. Now we head over. Giants, Eagles in Philly. If the Eagles get the Giants, we saw how
Eagles are 1-1. Well, my TikTok keeps saying Eagles are 1-1, so I just have to listen to my TikTok followers because I don't know anything about sports.
Don't do that bullshit.
I don't know anything about sports. I don't know anything. I'm just a clueless fan.
Giants, stop.
I don't care if they beat them 48-22 in the regular season. The Giants are coming out and are just going to stomp the Eagles because the Eagles are one and done. Because the Eagles are always one and done, according to my TikTok comments.
Giants then. 49ers, Bucks. If it wasn't Tom Brady, this would be easy. If it wasn't Tom Brady, this would be easy. I'm going to go 49ers because
do I trust Brock Purdy in 2 straight playoff games is the question.
It's not even that I trust Brock Purdy. I trust Kyle Shanahan in that defense. I trust D'Amico Ryans. I trust the 49ers.
Great linebacker, by the way.
Tells me to pick the 49ers, so I'm going to take the 49ers.
My TikTok comments told me that you're an idiot and you know nothing about football. So I think that the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl.
Who said that? Wait, why'd they say that?
Everybody.
Bozos. Continue.
I don't trust Brock Purdy for 2 straight games in the playoffs. I know the defense is insane, but at some point your quarterback's got to step up, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that, especially against Tom Brady.
Okay. All right. Now we head over Chiefs Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes. He finally gets them. He finally gets them in the divisional round. He just finally gets the job done. And beats
I think
so. So Chiefs Bills. I have Chiefs Bills. You have Giants Bucks. Well, we both have Chiefs Bills. I have the Eagles and the 49ers. You have Giants Bucks. We'll start with the AFC where we agree. Chiefs Bills. Give me the Chiefs. They're that good. They're too good. They're too good.
They're both that good, though.
Yes, but the Bills Here's the issue. The Bills get them every time in the regular season. The Chiefs always get them in the playoffs.
I think this is the outlier. I think Allen finally gets to the Super Bowl.
Nope, I don't think they do. I don't think they have the run game. I just think Patrick Mahomes is the gap between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, the 1 and 2 quarterbacks in the NFL, is that big. It's that big.
Whoa. I thought you said that Jalen Hurts was the best quarterback in the league.
No, he's not. I'm not stupid.
Yes. You're a homer.
I'm not stupid. Listen, no, Jalen Hurts is not the best quarterback in the league. He's not top 5. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Lamar, easy as can be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No question about it.
Dude, you missed Trace McSorley.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. All right. Continue. Give me your Giants Bucks prediction.
Oh, the Bucks easily.
Now we head over for my NFC prediction. I'm gonna get called a homer. I know. God. I said the Eagles would go 14-3, get the 1 seed, and Jalen Hurts was gonna have MVP caliber season. And look who was right. Listen, but in all seriousness, no, this game would scare the absolute hell out of me. Well,
Wabadaba said the Eagles are washed. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you have to go by his. His logic here, and he also said Roman Quinn is the greatest fight in Phil ever. So you have to go by his logic.
I cannot give a too valid of opinion without seeing how the Eagles play in their first playoff game.
Yeah.
If the Eagles play their best football that they have this season, they will win this game against the 49ers because they can beat you through the air. They can beat you on the ground at a high level. The thing that the Eagles have that the 49ers really have not seen is a high-level run game with a quarterback that can run. They have seen that they have the best offensive line in the NFL. They have the outside of Justin Fields, the best running quarterback, and Lamar Jackson, the best running quarterback in the NFL. The smartest, in my opinion, running quarterback in the NFL. The smartest. The Eagles have something that no other team has in the NFL, and that is a run-pass-run option. They can run the ball by handing it off to Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, or Boston Scott behind the top.
Who will all fumble the football at once.
They can throw the ball to their 2 receivers out of 1,000 yards, including their top 7 receiver in A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, who is a young stud in the NFL, or they can throw it to their top-tier tight end in Dallas Goedert. They can run the ball with their top-level quarterback, their top 7 quarterback in the NFL, and MVP candidate Jalen Hurts, who, if he wasn't injured, would be my favorite to win the MVP. They have a top-tier defensive line. I know they struggle against the run at times, but it is still elite with Jordan Davis. Fletcher Cox is still,
that's the biggest load of bullshit. They haven't struggled against the run in 8 weeks They had 2 bad games against the run.
Hey,
They do not struggle against the run.
Did you not hear what I said? At times they struggle against the run, and that is
No,
not that
you're wrong. You're wrong, Cole Thompson.
You're going to tell me at times they have not struggled against the run this year?
Yeah, like 2 games.
But they still struggle against the run at times.
They struggle against the pass more than they struggle against the run. Let fucking CD Lamb catch 175 yards on their bitch asses.
Can you let me finish my statement? Can you let me finish my statement? I was going on a ramble. Back to my ramble. The Eagles secondary, especially when healthy, they have the best nickel cornerback in the league. It
doesn't matter. Trash franchise, trash fans from Coral Grimes.
They have a ball hawk at safety and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They have a top 3 corner in the NFL in Darius Slay. I do, and you know what? You said it about Brock Purdy in the second playoff game. Here's my thing. If the 49ers meet a team that they are equal to, like the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Chargers, I do not think they get the job. I do not think they can get the job done because of that crutch of, I wouldn't say crutch with Brock Purdy. I would just say the inexperience,
Well, you're wrong because the Eagles have a super easy schedule from Coral Grimes 06 and Phil from Justin Jefferson 18 for MVP. So you're wrong, Cole Thompson.
I do think in a very tight game that the Eagles in Philadelphia, with that cold Philly air, those rowdy Philadelphia fans screaming down.
No, trash franchise, trash fans. That's what they are.
The 49ers in the NFC Championship on their way back to the Super Bowl. Thank you.
With the trash franchise and trash fans and the super easy schedule.
Now, we head to our Super Bowl. Cahtah, you have the Bills versus the Bucs. Oh, you have the Chiefs versus the Eagles. Cahtah, we'll start with you. Who wins the Super Bowl? Why? And who is your Super Bowl MVP?
Josh Allen is going to win the Super Bowl. He's going to be the MVP. The Bills are going to win. Book it. They finally get theirs.
All right. And now, mine. Super Bowl.
Fucking Eagles. Homer always picks the Eagles.
Eagles, Chiefs.
Vikings are better than the Eagles.
I always pick the Eagles. And how many times was I wrong this year? Twice. I've been right about damn near everything this year. I believe in this team since last year. I believed in Jalen Hurts. I've been right on about every single aspect of this season. I said they would lose to the Cowboys. I said they would drop one.
Calm down.
Along the line, I have been spot on, and Phil Stifley cannot say that because Phil Stifley was not a true Jalen Hurts believer. I went on Phil Stifley's podcast all summer, and I said Jalen Hurts is going to have a breakout year, and I got clowned for it. Oh, we should trade for a quarterback. Oh, we shouldn't. We should just use our pick to draft a quarterback. We shouldn't. We didn't, and now we're here. The 14-3
Kenny Pickett, they should have drafted him.
Will be fully
the Cowboys own you.
The
Cowboys and Eagles both own you, buddy, so shut the fuck up. Fuck the Vikings.
Let me
Shit
continue.
Franchise.
Let me continue. The Eagles will be fully healthy at this point, barring any further injuries. And this offensive line and Jalen Hurts will lead them to the promised land. And they will win the Super Bowl in all their glory. And Philadelphia will have another title to cheer for. Listen. Here's my thing. The gap between the Eagles, in my opinion, the gap between the Eagles, 49ers, Bengals, and Chiefs are all so small. It is so tiny that I don't think if you pick any of those 5 teams, you are wrong. This is a prediction. There are reasons why all 5 of those teams can win the Super Bowl. I think those are the only 5 fair teams to say. Maybe Dallas. I will give Dallas their flowers, maybe, because if Dak Prescott plays like he did against the Eagles after he threw that interception, they are scary. Because when Dak Prescott is on, he's a top 6-7 quarterback in the NFL. But when Dak Prescott's off, he's off.
Have you put the crack pipe down yet? Is the crack gone yet? The crack pipe down yet?
But you really think? Do you really think after all I backed this team up this season, after all I said in the offseason, after how my prediction has been almost spot on, and Cahtah, you can admit it, you've admitted it on streams before, I was exactly right about Jalen Hurts. I was exactly right about this team. I was exactly right about the defense. Everything I said came true. There will literally, if they go through this season like we predicted, I would have got 1 game wrong. I would have got 2 games wrong all season. 2. I said they would have lost the Packers. I thought the Packers would have been playing for a little bit more than the Eagles. I would have got the Commanders game wrong because it was hard for me to pick a team that was so less talented than them to lose. But I think the talent gap is so small. And you know what? If the Eagles lost to the 49ers, I wouldn't be shocked. If the Eagles lost to the Cowboys in the playoffs, I wouldn't be shocked. If the Eagles lost to the Bills, Chiefs, or Bengals in the Super Bowl, I would not be shocked. It wouldn't stun me. I think those are very, 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 very possible outcomes. But the way this team runs the ball, the way this offense runs, the amount of layers to this offense when they have Jalen Hurts and he's playing at the level he has played in almost every game this season. It is something that no other team has. I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it goddamn near 4 times. The run, pass, run option is so lethal and so dangerous.
Hold on. Justin Jefferson, you can't lump in all Eagles fans saying that shit, okay? One fucking person said that. I didn't stand for that shit. Real Two Birds doesn't stand for that shit. Cole Thompson doesn't stand for that shit. None of us stand for that shit. We all fucking call that asshole out, all right?
You know what? We will address that situation as soon as we're done here. The Eagles will win the Super Bowl. As simple as that. Right now, I've said it, Eagles win the Super Bowl. Now, I'm taking this down. We are going to address that situation about that scumbag.
That fucking kid. I made a TikTok about it already, right? That's the most fucked up shit. You don't fucking say that.
For one reason,
I didn't say the kid's name. I'm not going to say the kid's name. He doesn't deserve any more fucking clout. Yes. He already got multiple hundreds of followers all fucking saying, oh, Dak Prescott's mom's dead. Fuck off. That's weak shit.
As much as me and Cahtah are invested in this together, I think I speak for both of us when I say that. Even though it is technically his company. If you thought that the Eagles take 2 thing was funny, if you thought it was entertaining in any bit of way, if you didn't think it was a big deal, if you thought it was okay to say in any way, please unfollow them, Cahtah. Please unfollow me, and please unfollow Cahtah Media and never come back. We don't want you. I don't care if you're an Eagles fan, if you're the biggest Eagles fan in the world, if you've met us and we had great conversations with you, please unfollow. It was completely out of line. And the reason I didn't make a video or comment on it at all is because I did not want to give that bozo, that scrub, that scumbag any more attention than he already got. 302 Birds made videos on it. Cahtah made videos on it. I talked to at least Cahtah privately. I don't know if I said something to Dalton about it privately, and I completely agreed with their standpoint. We do not stand for that. We had just lost to the Cowboys the following day, and we were making videos defending Dak Prescott, who 99% of us hate.
Because I hate him. I still hate the guy, but I will never, ever go after a family member or him personally. That's fucked up.
Player. Those are the 2 rules. Literally the only 2 rules as a fan. You do not physically assault another fan. 3 rules, I'm sorry. Not attack another fan physically. You do not attack somebody's family, whether it's a player or fan, and you do not wish injury or harm on a player or fan. He broke it. He directly attacked Dak Prescott and his brother for completely unknown reasons because clearly he doesn't get enough love at home. And I think Tad Prescott said it perfectly. I appreciate all the support I've gotten from fans from all sides. Clearly that guy needs love, but he's not getting it from us. Yeah. And then he goes on his apology video and shaves a Hitler stash. If you don't think that was planned, you are a moron.
Oh my God.
If Eagles keep watching this, and I hope he is. Fuck you, bro. Don't ever. Yeah. You are unclaimed by Eagles fans because we have this stigma because of stuff like that in the past. And a big part of it, as loud and obnoxious as I am, as passionate as I am, there are lines, there are levels to this. There are people's real lives. You know, and I would like to think
you see me saying off the wall shit all the time. Constantly, I'm pushing the border every single time, but I have never once gone after somebody's family. Nope. That is way across the line. I don't care what he did. He is not an Eagles fan. He is not. He is right with EDP. Fuck him. Get him out of the Eagles community. He's a loser, a bozo, a lowlife. I hope he gets banned from the link and can never go back again.
It's simple as that. Listen, even as obnoxious as I am, as biased as I may be, I feel like I at least try to put actual reasons and facts behind it. Obviously, you know, when the Eagles are this good and in this position, I am going to naturally lean towards the Eagles a little bit, but I do genuinely believe all the stuff I say. No matter how much I hate a player, team, or another fan, I will never, ever say anything like that. You will never hear stuff like that from me, from Cahtah, from anybody on the team, whether it's Nico who's a Commanders fan, JT who's a Giants fan, Chris who's a Boston fan, PJ who is I believe he's an Eagles or a Ravens fan. None of that. Yeah. You will never hear any of that from any of us because that is not cool. It is completely out of line, not okay, inappropriate, ridiculous. He deleted all of his posts, thank God. I hope I never see his face again.
I'd like to see that pussy say it to Dak Prescott's face and see what happens.
You know what? I feel like it's only fair. This is the one and only time we are going to address this situation. So leave whatever comment you want. I am not speaking on it again. I'm not reacting to anything again. I will not I will completely ignore the comment. You won't even see me delete it because I'm not going to acknowledge that it exists because I don't want to give any more validation or credit to this scumbag. It's over. Dead. Situation over.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Honestly, this was such a fun podcast. This was so fun. I had a ton of fun.
I needed to rant about that shit too. Because, I've been able to rant about too much because the Eagles been too fucking good. So now I got to rant about this shit.
Yeah. But all in all, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Hope you have a great new year. Thank you guys for everything you've done for me, Cahtah, and the Cahtah Media team over the past in 2022. 2023 could be life-changing for us. We have high expectations.
We're moving to the moon.
And in a year from now, we can look back on it, and our lives could be completely different. And it's thanks to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to be living in a van down by the river real soon.
For your final time of 2022.